It's a growing trend called no contact. A person stops all communication with a family member or friend, no text messages or calls, and can even block them on social media. Catholic counselor, author, and founder of CatholicCounselors.com, Dr. Gregory Popcak, joins me now to share practical advice from his book. Thanks so much for coming on. So, why are many parents becoming estranged from their adult children today, and what is behind the no contact phenomenon?
Yeah, and it has grown. I would say that about 16% of adults are currently estranged from a parent. It's more likely for a dad to be estranged from his kids than a mom. About 26% of young adults report being estranged from a father, and only about 6% from moms. But I think there are lots of things driving it. But I think that on the one hand, people have become more aware of mental health issues and the need for healthy boundaries in relationships. On the other hand, I think it's one of those situations where a little knowledge is a dangerous thing. And people really misunderstand what boundaries are meant to be and how to apply them in healthy ways. And so we end up with these sort of radical and sort of extreme boundaries where I'm now cutting you off for even political differences or differences of opinion, instead of being able to work through those things or understand that we can agree to disagree about certain things.
So, how can the children and also the adults figure this out in terms of not having that extreme severity of a break?
I think that healthy boundaries give people a healthy way to do the thing that they're struggling with. The metaphor I like to use is if you imagine somebody who likes to climb in through the rear window of your house, and they say, "Look, that's my special entrance because I'm this special person in your life, and I deserve to have my own way into your house." But they climb in your rear window and they knock the plants off your mantle, and they muddy up your carpet. So you say, "Well, like, I'm gonna close the window, I'm gonna lock the door, but you can come in the front door like everybody else." And so you're giving them a healthy way into the house, right, so to speak. But let's say they still stay in the backyard screaming, "You need to let me in the back window." It's like, well, no, I'm not going to do that. So you're not shutting them out. You're giving them a healthy way in. It's up to them to decide whether they want to accept that or not. So what that means, practically speaking, for the person setting the boundary is it's not just a matter of saying, "I don't want to deal with you." It's a matter of saying, "Look, help me understand what you're trying to do, and let's figure out a way that we could do that would work for me as well." And then I propose that idea, and then it's up to you to decide whether the relationship with me is important enough to make that accommodation. Hopefully, if we can both be honest with each other and a little generous with each other, we can work that out and move toward a healthier relationship. If one person or the other is too rigid about that, that's where those breakdowns will start to happen.
We continue to see the no contact phenomenon growing. Dr. Gregory Popcak, thank you so much for coming on today.
Always a pleasure. Thank you.